Welcome back to another episode of Just Two Jabronis Cooking. What do we have going on today, Ronnie?
We're making a homemade mac and cheese with a little twist.
And I haven't made this in a while, so we're gonna give it a go. And you probably see a weird ingredient here, but we could try something different.
Yes.
And we do have a special honorary guest with us.
Welcome in. It's Abby.
Hey.
So she's gonna help us make the mac and cheese.
All right, starting for our ingredients, we got the cheeses. We got muenster cheese, we got gouda, we got vermont cheddar, and we got velveeta. And we're using block cheese because you don't want that prepackaged stuff because it has all the starch and extra stuff you don't want. Then we got using elbows for our pasta. We got 2 cans of evaporated milk. Then we got our secret ingredient or weird items, the cornflakes. It's kind of, we use cornflakes for like breaded chicken and stuff, so we're gonna try it as the breadcrumbs for the mac and cheese on top. Then we got our seasoning. Got black pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. And these 2 are a tablespoon each.
The first thing we're gonna do is cook the pasta. So it's time to get the water boiling, and we're gonna put a little bit of salt in.
All right, Abby's starting to cut up the cheese. And we got a lot to cut up, so let's see.
So that's our blend of cheese so far. We have this nice little grater, which I think we got from IKEA. So that comes in handy. And then here's the block of Velveeta cheese. We're gonna start with half. So we're gonna add half of that cheese into here. So while Ronnie and Abby finish cutting the cheese, we're gonna put the pasta in and we're gonna cook it. So be sure to look at the directions on the type of pasta you use because you want al dente because this will be going into the oven for quite a bit of time. So al dente here is 7 to 8 minutes. What I like to do is 1 minute less than that. So I don't want overly cooked pasta. So we're gonna do this for 6 minutes. So we are not grating the Velveeta anymore. You wanna explain why?
Velveeta is like really soft. It's almost like
If
slime
you look
or
at
Play-Doh.
it, I could like squish it like that and it's it softens very easily.
You remember grating, it's like almost like a spread, as you can see on there. So we're just gonna keep it up like little pieces and throw it on there, almost like cheese curds.
Which will work because we're gonna cook this into some creamy goodness anyway.
All right, pasta is done, and we're about to go strain it. Get all the extra pasta that's in there.
We're gonna put it in this bowl. And the other thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put this aside, but we're gonna add some butter to it to keep it from sticking. And we're gonna keep this aside because we're going to make the cheese sauce, right?
Yes.
And show the people all that cheese we got.
On the left is Velveeta, half a block. Then we got the muenster, vermont cheddar, sharp, and gouda.
All right, so it's now on to the cheese sauce.
All right, I'm putting a little tap of butter in. Let that sizzle up. Now I'm gonna do 1 of the cans of evaporated milk. Abby's gonna do the second one. right, so now we're gonna stir it.
And I think we'll stir this until it starts bubbling a little bit. It's been 2 minutes, so about 2 minutes is what we want to go with this. So we'll add the seasoning.
Yes, got a little dash of black pepper. 1 tablespoon of onion powder. And finally, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. Abby's gonna stir it up a little bit. And this is gonna add to the flavor of the mac and cheese.
Then we're gonna start adding the cheese little by little, and we're gonna let it melt. And I think that's why it's good to use Velveeta, because that's gonna melt quick.
Yes. And it tastes good.
I'm not gonna lie, but it's starting to smell like the Fredo sauce.
It smells, yeah, it smells like the garlic, I think, with the cream.
And you just keep stirring as you put the cheese in. All right, that's the Velveeta. Man,
You see the color change already?
Yeah, it smells amazing.
liquid gold. And I'm not, Abby,
It smells really good.
It smells really
I
good.
think it's the garlic and the onion powder really making it smell.
so these two jabronis do know what they're doing. And we're gonna add a little bit of the other cheese to this. Not too much, because we're gonna save it for later. But we're gonna mix a little bit in here.
It's all sticking to the thing.
And we'll
Mix that up.
maybe one more little scoop. Yep. So we're gonna finish melting this, and then we're gonna put it all together. Here's a look at the cheese sauce. Oh man, that looks good. So now it's time to mix this in with our pasta.
Alright, then we'll start pouring it.
And we're just gonna mix this all in with the pasta. I'm not gonna lie, but it's looks good to eat just like this right now.
It does. Do you hear the pasta, the sound of the cheese?
But no, we're gonna bake it. All right, the cheese is in the pasta.
Yes.
The bowl is kind of hot, so.
I think we should try it.
Alright, here we go. Oh my
Wow, that was
god.
really good.
That's amazing.
That was really good. It's very creamy.
You know what's
You
gonna
can
make
really-
it better though? The corn flakes.
You can taste the onion powder in it, which is it's nice. It gives it a nice flavor.
Yes.
So we're using this throwaway aluminum pan. We do not want to get
Yelled at.
by
Already made a mess, so.
Mama Bear. So we're gonna spray it, and we're gonna make sure we get all the edges. Spray it good. You just don't want it to completely stick. And we're using a butter spray.
Yes.
Once the pan is sprayed, we're gonna put one layer of pasta down. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And it should be about half the bowl of pasta, roughly.
How creamy that is. Looks so good.
And if you don't want to bake your mac and cheese, this is already a good mac and cheese. Maybe just add a little bit more of the cheese and you'll be fine. If you just like creamy mac and cheese. So, but we like to bake it around here.
I think that looks good.
Yep.
Seems good.
Once you have the pasta down, we're gonna put a layer of cheese. So again, with all that cheese we have left, we'll use about half.
Split it apart.
As the cheese softens, it will stick together more.
Now when you're done, I don't think we see any pasta, it's all cheese.
Yep.
Now we're gonna put the rest of the pasta on top of that. We'll spread that around.
Ooh, that's hot.
And this will feed about 6 to 8. We always like to make more because it seems like leftovers are a big hit. As you can see, you cannot see the cheese. Now we're going to put the rest of the cheese on the top. And, you know, if you want to add more, you can always grate some more. But we're going to fit the rest on the top.
Spin it around.
All right, so this is what it looks like when you're done putting it all together. Now is time for our secret ingredient. So most people put panko crumbs at the top. That's gonna give it that nice crunchy flavor when you put it in the oven. But for us, we're gonna try cornflakes instead. We know that you can use cornflakes instead of panko crumbs when you're cooking chicken and stuff. So we're gonna try cornflakes this time around. So we have a bowl of cornflakes, and now we're gonna mash it. We're
Too hard.
Yeah, we're using a potato masher. Whatever works. We might end up using our hands once it gets down a little bit, but get it as fine as you can. It almost sounds like you're walking through that crusty, icy snow.
Or like metal cleats on concrete.
All right, we're gonna try the mixer to try to get even finer. So we're gonna pour a bunch in, or maybe we probably could put all of it in.
We're gonna put all of it in. Clean that mess up over here. All right, we're going.
Oh, that looks
Spread it
good.
up nice.
So yeah, so if you have a mixer, use the mixer. Right now, we're gonna put the cornflakes over the top. And then we'll spread it around. And if you don't want to do cornflakes, that's fine. Panko crumbs is your best bet.
Or if you want to be really creative, goldfish.
That's, yeah, goldfish is common. These big fish.
Look at that. That looks good. So now it's just baking this on 350 for 30 minutes. And we'll be doing that in a little bit. Once everything's together, put the oven on 350 and we're gonna bake for 30 minutes. All right, put this bad boy in. I think we'll put it at the bottom. Yeah, I probably should be using gloves, but we'll be fine. And we're gonna go up here. I'm gonna set it to 30 minutes. We have about 15 minutes left. Just gonna see how it's looking. So it's in there, it's looking good. We'll hopefully get a little darker on top. All right, it's been 30 minutes. We're gonna check on this. Oh, I don't want to drop this. Just gonna put this in right now. And get a closer look at this. What do you think, Ronnie?
I think that looks good.
Think it looks good?
I do.
All right, so we're gonna let it cool, and then the three of us are gonna give it a little taste. Now the moment of truth, the taste test.
Go first. Just open the corner.
Yep, wherever you.
Oh.
Well, that answers that question. It is. It is crunchy on top.
I'm trying to break. There we go. I'm trying to break some more.
Oh yeah.
That's really good.
Oh my god.
Really good.
That was really good.
All right, so that's another recipe from just 2 Jabronis Cooking.
Actually 3. Yeah, 3 today.
Thank you to our special guest Abby. But like, subscribe, click the notification bell, because you just don't know what we're going to be cooking next.
The best one yet. Better make this one.